We're at what, 50, 53?
54.
54.
54. Ooh, I can't count.
54.
Ah, so 54. Shout out to the Black Podcast Network or awards
Shout out
pending.
to the blacks. Shout out to BAFTA.
Yo,
Yo,
that's
that was
wild.
crazy.
That's
You
wild.
know what's crazy too? The BAFTAs had the dude with Tourette's mic'd up. Like they put a mic near his table.
Why would they do that though? Why would they
Yo,
do that?
he was 40 rows back.
That's so like. Listen, I believe Tourette's is real. By the way, I don't, but
Yeah.
like, why would you give the person with Tourette's a hot mic?
And they still kept it in because apparently he said some other stuff too that was edited out. But what are you gonna do?
Hey.
And welcome to another grand episode of Dots and Lines. This is where the Wednesday Warriors meet the hard A's. We're here to talk everything anime, manga, comics, and like I said, everything in between. So please, fellas, introduce yourselves.
It's your boy, me Connell, your friendly neighborhood Renaissance man. I do all the things with all the stuff.
Hello, friend. Is Mr. Sniffles. Digga Des. His name is Desmond.
And I am Grayson Red, a big old nerd with many things to talk about. It feels like, maybe I'm tripping, but we have, I don't know, it's been a long week for me. Has it been a long week for y'all?
Sure. That's exactly how I described it.
This week has been 2 weeks.
It has been a lot of stuff going on, man. But one thing that never lets us down is this good old anime. I have to say, JJK has been leading me all the way. Tell me, fellas, how'd you feel about this newest episode after we had to take that break?
Cinema is absolute cinema. It's so good. Is the episode was so good that I was watching it with my girlfriend, and she didn't know we were watching JJK. She was like, "What movie is this?" Because she was just enthralled in it.
Very
And it
much
was
so
it got up to the part, and then she saw Yuji and was like, "Is this JJK?" I'm like, "Yeah, goated."
But this return episode was not great because of Yuji, even though it was a great part.
Yeah,
it was great because of someone else. Diggy, you're about to say something? I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, I was just gonna say the backstory about who both of those people who were telling Eugene the shadow nigga, I forgot his name, of who
Sasuke.
is the person. Yeah, so it was cool to see who they were describing.
Yeah.
I gotta say, I remember reading this in the manga and being very enthralled with this story, but seeing it animated in such a cinematic fashion, I become even more of a fan of Higuruma.
Yo, he turned into a crash out.
The world pushed him to it.
Yeah.
The world pushed him to it.
We're going to talk about that later on in anime too. Sheesh.
Yeah, but he had supreme trust and faith in the justice system. And then when it literally let him down and his powers manifested, he was like, nah, run that back. Run me my trial back.
But here's the thing. It wasn't like it was just a, oh my God, it was one bad day. It was many bad days. And many times seeing the system fail. And him over and over and over again, despite him having the instinct of helping people at their financial and mental wits, the justice system screwing them over. He even said at one point in time, the person that he was trying to defend in court, he knew it was a guilty verdict from the start. Which is crazy. Imagine
he still
tried. Everything. But he still tried. He really tried. Gave it his all. Yeah. Even when he got the initial non-guilty verdict or innocent verdict, he was like, no, they're going to appeal it.
They're still going to screw me.
Repealed it. Yeah.
I think my favorite part of the episode was not only one, just the cinematography of him and like the bathtub just showing his crash out. Like that's where he's at now. He's like, you know what? I'm going to take a bath with clothes on because can't nobody beat me. What are they going to say? You can't comment on soggy clothes if you did. And the fact that as soon as like they got to action, the first thing he did was up his domain. He didn't even think about it. He was like, "Oh, word, this is what we doing." Moving like prime King Von, like it's crazy.
We're not gonna be able to truly comprehend until the series is over for a lot of people how insane it is that he has a domain already.
Yeah, and
Absolutely insane.
the fact that that's his opening move. The domain is supposed to be like, all right, I got nothing left. I gotta pop this. But the fact that he was like, nah, this is where we're starting here. Deal with it.
Well,
So
the cool thing about him being so blunt and straightforward with his actions is it juxtaposes how he has to be so meticulous and methodical and so work around when it comes to being a lawyer. And he's just tired of doing that shit. He's tired of living like that. He wants to get to it. He wants his brand of justice because he really does feel like what he's doing is right. And he's tired of being fucked over. Diggy, you're saying something? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
nah.
All right,
Nah.
fuck me.
No, you good.
No. What were you about to say?
Yeah.
I don't remember the point anymore.
Oh, okay. Sorry, man. I really apologize.
Yeah.
But still, listen. JJK, and the crazy thing is, this is easily the most depressing season of JJK. This era, the culling games, it's all of the worst parts about yourself shoved into you. Go ahead, bro.
The person whose domain did he just get his stuff activated during the culling games? Is that how that went?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So the scene when he was in the court and he just like had his like mental break is when his curse, I was about to call it spiritual pressure, when his curse energy
Yeah.
developed. So he
Yeah.
basically popped his domain in that moment. But it also kind of speaks to like when you're raised in Jujutsu society, you're taught that the domain is not a thing that you abuse because that's your trump card. But if you're not taught that, like imagine if you could go Super Saiyan, right? You just learned you go Super Saiyan. You're gonna first chance you get Super Saiyan at any moment. You stub your toes, Super Saiyan, Legos, Super Saiyan, running down on people, Super Saiyan. Like any instance, you up it.
It's also incredibly hard for people to do. Most Jujutsu sorcerers do not have a domain. It is the pinnacle of domain of Jujutsu sorcery. Like you don't do it unless you really know how to do everything.
Yeah.
So him doing it is insane, and we'll see later on that he's actually just a genius at everything. But that's for later on.
Been waiting for this day, you know.
Was like, I can fight back now against the
I
law.
knew it. I knew it would come.
Yeah, he's
bro.
like, I'm the law now. Bet,
bro. Can you imagine? What if you're one of the people that could see the Shikigami in the courtroom? Imagine seeing this right after someone says, "No, I'm getting a retrial." Oh hell no! Nah. And he's just violently banging the gavel, bro. You got it. You fucking won. I want no problems.
Here you go. You want my wallet
no
too?
Issues.
You got
the
it.
Fuck?
Y'all made me this way.
That's honestly crazy. He really just upped it. It's like, yo, we starting over. Give me my job. But it also goes to show, like, when the justice system fails you, sometimes you gotta up it.
Sometimes you gotta up the pole.
Yeah.
Speaking of justice systems and bureaucracy failing, I would really like to talk about this wonderful show here. Did you see my boy Dota get tortured?
Yeah.
Sentenced to be a hero, everybody. The most recent episode 8. Things aren't good for our folks. More people are trying to kill Xylo. They've got him cornered, and he even pretends to be someone's lover just to get the upper hand on somebody. Spoiler alert, doesn't work.
He really has Shorty blushing.
Really has her blushing. Like clearly he has a harem at this point. Unfortunately,
and a lolly.
A harem and a lolly. He's got Frenchie, which is his literal fiance. He's got Kivia, who is just glazing on the low. And he has a lolly, which we don't need to discuss, but very much so interested in him.
His second one.
His second lolly. Second lolly. That's
lollies is crazy.
2 lollies, Bananas. 1 sword.
Ew.
Oh boy.
Ew.
We get Dota's backstory in this. And yeah, he's a thief. Like he should have been locked up, but he got set up because he was trying to save a prince who said, "Yo, they have me trapped here. I haven't seen my family. There's something going on with the higher ups in society. The noblemen, even the king is acting weird. You try to steal a dragon to get them out of here. They put him on trial. And
No, he did steal a dragon.
He did steal a dragon. He did. Well,
Yeah,
he tried to. It didn't work. It didn't work though, because the dragon was right there with him in front of the higher ups or whatever. So that's going to be a story beat that we need to talk about later on. Where the fuck is this prince? Because he clearly is trapped by like some oligarchs that probably are demon blighted. Whatever.
Don't go to that island.
Why the fuck would you go to that island? Yeah, and Dota, in a very similar scene to Xylo, is being tied down and branded as a hero, and now he's going to serve the rest of his life being tortured over and over again until he's a mindless zombie.
I think one of the things. Well, Desmond, did you watch this episode?
Yeah. Really, the guy who rescued like the dragon part, his backstory was pretty cool. I mean, Xylo was like the main anchor of what I was trying to focus with the episode.
Oh, this episode for sure too. Yeah.
He's
still the one.
Yeah, I think the thing that I'm noticing with all the backstories that we're getting, with them actually being sentenced to be a hero, shout out to the title, is that each one of them discovered something about the world accidentally, right?
Yeah.
And that's why they get sentenced to be a hero and not to death, because it's a crime, or at least what they're discovering is a crime worse than death.
Right.
It's like when you discover the world elites are like actually like cannibals and vampires and shit, and they're discovering that their actual world government, their actual world system is full of actual evil people working with the blight. And we've been getting it slowly in small instances, and I noticed it in this one because the first one we got was Xylo, where he was like, "Yo, we were overran, we were sent out there to die." And then the second one was the shifty dude who was he was like, "Yo, I wrote an article randomly about the blight being in government. I didn't mean it." And they're like, "Yeah, but you came too close to the truth." And that was a big bomb drop. And now this one, where he's like, "Yeah, the prince came to me for help. Why would the prince come to me for help, a lowly thief, if it wasn't that bad?" So it's like we've been getting the world building outside of the actual main story through backstory, and I think that's done beautifully. The only other show I've seen do that is Freerun,
which I'm catching up with. Thank God we don't have terrible government elites that are actively destroying the world and abusing children.
So that guild that they're about to invade, like I guess that's gonna be the next part of the story arc.
So
I think that's the next arc.
Yeah, that's the next arc, and that, I mean, all that's cool, by the way. I'm not poo-pooing that. I think that is great. But considering how I first looked at the show as being a punchy action show, and there's so much hidden stuff in the background, I'm really excited to see what they reveal more about the government. I'm willing to see like how everything is connected. We get to see Boujron, who they haven't specifically said he is the transforming blight, but he was found. He's the blight. Don't get me twisted. It's him.
He's the blight.
They said he was randomly found amongst 10 dead bodies, and he really doesn't have a backstory, and he's really weird and creepy.
That nigga got blight written across his stomach like Thug Life. Like, what you mean?
100%. I want to see how close Frenchie is to the truth, too, because it seems like she knows more than she's letting on. But,
and Frenchie, that's his wife, right?
Fiance. And why she's so, of course, because she loves Xylo, but she seems very hard pressed to getting to the bottom of things, but she doesn't really need to because she's a noble.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm glad that you put this show on the radar, and I'm glad you did that, because I was not going to watch this. When I saw the lollipop out the casket, I was like, you know what?
That's fair. That's fair.
But I'm glad I continued to watch it, because it's really developed into something like I'm like captivated every week. Like an hour is not long enough.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I am 1,000% with you. Watch this on a whim. I'm lying. You know what? This is why we should go to the convention, because I saw this on a banner at a convention. So I was like, damn, they're putting all this into it. Like, it must be worth something. I'll check it out. And here we are.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Shit
Crunchyroll
was
did really
fire.
good with its promotion for sure. I just seen it off the Navigating the Dots Instagram.
Hey, and W to Crunchyroll for having the dub day and date.
Yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure.
Yeah.
Also, with the next anime as well, that we get to enjoy this one, dub, same day.
Dub dub.
Dub dub.
Ah man, look at that.
It's a great episode.
Yeah.
She was going through it, man.
Yeah, they made her way more understandable with this episode. I'm not gonna lie. I always thought she was just a sociopath. I get it now.
Yeah. Yeah. She's still crazy.
Still
Not,
nuts.
Yeah.
yeah, but her and Sharon's relationship with him being her guardian, it's just like so cool to see on the bad guy side. Because then, like, if she's going through all that, and this is, Adola and Cataclysm, it all being like her salvation to let all that out at once in like a way that's, you know, equal for everyone, because everyone's, what I'm saying, um, prone in the sense. So. Yeah, she's gonna be something for sure to go up against, because she said your suffering is not special. It doesn't matter. We were all meant for this. um,
Yeah.
it's like apocalyptic imagination is like the other title for other than those that fight. But this episode had everything.
Yeah. I'm pretty
Babe, I
sure Dr.
love
Umar would be upset
you.
if he saw it.
I was just thinking that, bro. Like Dr. Umar would have a field day with this. This big, dark-skinned, kind of sort of Negro just getting whooped on by this blonde-haired, assumedly blue-eyed white woman because she's having a hard time with life.
Yeah. Because she can't control her emotions, so she takes it out on him, and he just deals with it because he's supposed to.
And then you find out that he doesn't just love her; he has unconditional,
Yeah,
unconditional,
yeah. Well,
Yes, sir,
unconditional.
massa. Yes, sir.
So
Show
I'll
no.
be a
takes the
good
beatings
boy
real
for you
good.
now. Yes,
I'll
yes,
be
yes.
good
I
for you,
love
Mr.
you.
Mayor.
Yo, chill.
Mr. Mayor, I sure do take a beating good for you, don't I?
I sure do take a beating good for you. Ooh wee. I love me
Oof.
some
He don't
you.
even use the powers though. So like he really wants to like
Insane.
he just endure it
Yeah,
all. But it was
yeah.
cool how he said that's an expression of her pain.
Yes.
And
Mm,
because again, she has to really let out the madness, which is going to be a theme for sure in the end of it all with the soul eater of it all. But
mm.
yeah, I mean, she was basically right. And someone, not to spoil things, you're gonna have to work around some shit to make a better, a different way of
Yeah.
living it out.
You know what's crazy? He just could have gotten her like a punching bag.
Yeah, I like the theming of this. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
when the
The
Archer
theming's
chick
great.
was like, that's stupid. I was like, thank you. I mean, it's
She like,
stupid.
yo,
But
we
he
got
just
little homies for that. What are you doing?
yeah. Like I love the fact that he like loves her so much he doesn't mind getting beat up by her. Like that's actually the great theming. I want to feel your pain, sure. But yeah, great episode.
Ooh.
I also wanted to say Arthur is such a great fun character.
Man,
Yeah.
boy, did he save, because that Giovanni shit is still nightmare fuel. That shit was even more creepier when they showed it in the flashback with more details about going into this nigga brain as an
Yeah.
insect and just mind controlling him to start the cataclysm. What the fuck?
yeah. A lot of
Yeah.
grotesque and wild lore. Like this. We didn't even
Yeah,
talk about like
Boca.
the cataclysm is like started. Like it's here.
Yeah,
Like it's
yeah,
it's here.
the
Yeah,
imagination
basically.
and the real world are already there's speech bubbles in the outer world of it.
There's an eye observing them, like we
Yeah.
observe the story, like it's happening. We're in the end game.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
I'm
the
I'm
way
excited. How many episodes we got left?
I don't even know.
well, I'm trying to figure out what number we're on now. I think it's like 8 or 9. So it's 13, I think.
That's a lot
So
to
Mm.
we're
finish. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, shit. With this Arthur, after we get the Tamaki episode, we'll get like one or two of the Arthur, and then I guess it's just end from there.
I'm not
There's
gonna
not
hold you.
really
I want
too.
2 episodes of the Arthur John. Like,
Oh, for sure, for
I
sure.
want
Yeah,
them to
I
I
have.
hope.
take their time with that.
Now that he's his maximum XP.
Hmm.
So he's got one more hurdle to get.
Nah, yeah, I know. I know.
Yeah. Arthur
I
might be the
know.
funnest character in the show. Everybody else is
He,
kind of like serious. Arthur is just kind of like goofy, but
I like
like,
I like
but goofy in a
Maki
way
too.
that's, huh?
I said I like Maki too.
That's the
Shin is my
buff
favorite.
chick.
The Diesel John.
Yeah,
Nah,
but
Shin was my
Arthur is like
favorite, but
whimsical.
Arthur, yeah, Arthur's like whimsical. He's like fun. Like he wants to be referred to as the Night King, literally. You
Yeah,
know,
That's the
he's just a good time.
that's the
they was
title,
on a
man.
mission in a tunnel, and he just turned around and was like, "Oh, what's that?" and just walked away.
Yeah, I love
It's a
Arthur.
mission
He's
to
a good
save the
time.
world, and he's like, "Oh, bug,"
It's the
and
side
left.
quest. It got him what it needed. He was like, "Oh, I could use my sword in a Gambit function because why is this man Giovanni and my man use brain?" And let's end that right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. W Fire Force, great episode. They're trucking along really well. And thank God, because I was a little worried about the pacing of the season because they're getting through it fine. I think sometimes a little rushed, but I thought it was going to be way more challenging to adapt so many chapters into one season. But they're doing a
Yeah,
good job. They're doing a
yeah.
good
That it was so payoff like getting this core and then the last core. Like I'm really glad they went back and I hopefully feel the same about Black Clover when that comes back out. I mean,
Oh, I'm
I
so
don't think they're gonna
excited.
do that in cores. They might do that in cores.
They got to do it in
I
chorus.
think
There's too
so.
much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's too much. I just
Did
reread
did the
the
manga?
ending.
I was about to ask you, did the manga end?
Not really. They hit their climax, but I think they have a chapter or two
Yeah,
left.
yeah, they didn't epilogue it out yet.
Yeah, no.
Oh, so okay, so the main so I should okay, so now I can go back and read it. I was waiting
Yeah,
You can
for
read
the
everything.
end of the
Yeah,
fight
yeah,
because
the fight's done.
yeah. The fight's done.
waiting month to month is crazy. I'm not.
Month to month. Every other 3 months, bro. That shit was
Quarter,
Yeah,
very
I'm good.
erratic.
quarter. It was quarterly. It was
Quarterly.
quarterly.
It was erratic, but they're done, and I don't know. I enjoyed the story. People have something to say. I would love to see how people feel about it once it gets animated. Love to see
Yeah,
that.
I'm sure it'll change. The same way with what was that show I was hating on a lot and then I watched the end of it. Oh, My Hero. Yeah,
Yeah, just like
same
My
with that.
Hero. The way I will say this, and then we'll move on to the next thing because it's going to take up a lot of time. I remember reading it and going like, you know what, that's fine. That's fine. And then thinking about it, I'm like, actually, I like that a lot. You know what? I like that a lot. And I try to stay off of Twitter too much because niggas can't read.
Wait, what
And see
decision?
just the way that they beat the final boss, because I don't want to spoil anything for
Mm.
anybody. Just the way that it happens. And who gets what power up, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, actually, I like that. I like that too. And people going online saying, this makes no sense. I'm like, all right. You either didn't read it or you only watch the fights. That's cool. We'll see what happens when it's all played out for you.
Or they only read the fights.
Which was a terrible way to read stories, but I'm seeing more and more people digesting stories like that.
What? What?
That's a growing thing. Like people who only watch series through TikTok and only watch the series through like the fights. That's a growing thing.
Hmm.
See, this is why aliens don't talk to us.
I'm telling you, that's really a thing. Unironically,
That and the
maybe.
island, but like mainly that.
I want
Okay,
to
let's.
contribute to the end of that actually.
Yeah, no.
You know,
Read your media. Read your media. Watch things in
read.
full.
Yeah, that part.
Okay, let's talk about something nice and heavy. Hard left. All right. We're talking about this because anime, manga, comics, everything in between. This is definitely one of those in betweens. Warner Brothers owns a lot of our favorite properties. We love Superman. We love Batman. We love Static Shock. We love Wonder Woman. We love the Absolute Universe. Everything we're talking about, we love, right? Owned by Warner Brothers. They are selling for like the third time in 5 years. Another conversation. Warner Brothers was originally supposed to be bought by Netflix, which people had a problem with. Totally understand. Netflix has bowed out because of shenanigans, and Paramount looks like they will be buying Warner Brothers. Until said otherwise, they're the only other people on the table. This is fresh news as of the time of recording. We just found this out hours ago. I have a fundamental problem with this because, unfortunately, we got to talk about politics a little. Guys, Trump is doing shenanigans behind the scenes to kind of run Paramount. It is what it is. Paramount has a merger that they want to do, blah, blah, blah. Trump is the person that kind of like is the final decision in that. I'm paraphrasing here. Because of that, Paramount has been doing things that have been very beneficial to Trump, like not letting certain talk show hosts have specific political guests on that are from the left. Also, a host of other things, people being suspended for things that could be deemed negative towards the Republican Party. This stuff affects our media. If Paramount, who clearly is a puppet for an overtly conservative part of America, takes over Warner Brothers, how will that affect our media and how it operates and what gets greenlit and what doesn't? I've yapped enough. How do you guys feel? Tell me if I'm tripping.
Nope, not at all. If Paramount owned Warner Brothers, that Superman movie would not have gotten made at all.
It would have been very different. I'll tell you that much. It's definitely
Very
not going to be
different.
the way it is.
He would have been red, white, and blue the fuck out. I do have strong feelings, but I want to let Desmond go first because
I'm just trying to figure out how this looks with censorship, because that's really going to be how how the lens of how I'm looking at it, because I'm still going to consume the media in some fashion, you know what I'm saying, regardless of in some fashion you're gonna consume it.
So it won't
need
change
to
the way you
Paramount.
consume it.
No.
It'll just change what you consume.
Right, but I'm saying that the censorship part of it is where I'm a little worried on how that would affect it. But I really have no way of knowing. I don't know. This feels kind of unprecedented. Even though it's been bought out the fifth time, or for however many times have you said in the span. It's just about like Marvel was like one or twice. I know Warner Brothers was out there for sure selling it. They was on that corner.
They was on that corner selling that booty.
The whole censorship thing has become more of a ongoing topic, as we've seen with like Colbert and other late night hosts and things like that, who don't necessarily agree with the current regime that is ruling the White House, right?
Which is insanity. Just crazy.
It's just they're just talking about it in open, like the people that run Paramount, like Skydance and things like that, huh?
No, I wasn't gonna do it then. The Oligarchs, yeah.
I'm sorry. I forgot. I was gonna let him cook. I'm sorry. I think you mean the demon oligarchs who run political and infrastructure.
Yeah, those guys. The fact that they're just like, yeah, we're shaking hands in public now. We're not even doing backroom deals anymore. It's on TikTok, it's on the internet, and there's nothing anybody can do about it because it's an astronomical amount of money. But if this happens, we'll see the censorship more and more and more, especially with Warner Brothers that has been like not liberal, but they let a lot of shit go. Like a lot of shit happens on there.
I mean,
but
I
with
would
this,
say they're definitely
we'll
not
see a lot less.
They're definitely not, for the most part, their biggest properties aren't super conservative leaning. I can't remember the last Warner Brothers project that was super right wing. And you could be right wing. I don't give a fuck about that. There's a lot of I watch the NFL, very conservative. It just is what it is. It just is what it is. Yeah. The problem is when you stop liberal or left leaning stuff or messaging to come out because you have a craw up your ass. Like Jimmy Kimmel literally got suspended indefinitely a period of time for not liking Trump, essentially. that happened. Stephen Colbert
Yeah.
couldn't have a Democrat on because Trump has his hand up the ass of Paramount, and they're trying to get this merger to happen. And I am scared. I'm concerned about
Yeah.
what he's going to do with maybe what James Gunn would like to write about or display on the screen.
But that's
This
the
stuff
thing, right? With
matters.
this
Damn.
regime, we only like, especially with superhero movies and comic book movies, because they're targeted exclusively to kids. So there's some small child, some small 7 or 8 year old who saw that Superman movie and they had the same feeling that we had when we first picked up a comic book and said, "This is great. I can emulate my life based like how much has Scott Summers changed the way that you look at the world, Justin?"
Let's not. Let's,
But you see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Like that level of like the way that I look at life was fundamentally changed by the fact that Green Lantern just wills stuff into existence. Just that simple concept of his powers changed the way I view and navigate through the world from a young
let,
age. So like
um,
even imagining that level of control into children's media that is globally popular, that that worries me
my dog.
tremendously. Yeah, look at that.
Got the side thoughts, yeah.
Yeah,
X-Men.
and even anime like Gundam Wing. Gundam Wing was like the first thing I saw that was like, oh, nah, the government evil. That's crazy. I watched
Well,
it when I was like 10, like 11 years old.
yeah, and listen, we'll just hope for the best and see what happens. But this doesn't bode well for just fair media and media that we like getting its fair shake. And for those of you guys who are cringing because we're talking about politics, unfortunately, it's directly interjected into the distribution of the things that we really, really like and talk about every week. Sorry.
Yeah.
We can't avoid this one.
Remember when that other group was like, One Piece isn't political?
Bro, I fucking hate
it. Luffy is a terrorist. Luffy is a freedom fighter. What do you mean?
I never thought One Piece was political. Shut the fuck up.
He's
Shut
fighting
your
the
hoe ass
literal
up.
world government. What are you talking about?
Stupid as fuck. That's the problem.
Speaking of Warner Brothers.
Speaking of Warner Brothers,
let's talk about another thing that is got some distribution problems in Warner Brothers.
Oh no.
Listen.
It's starting.
New history of the DC universe, the Dakota incident. I got to give some backstory here. Give me 2 minutes to yap. There is a movement, well, not a movement, but a conversation online in regards to the fact that we don't have an ongoing black hero in Marvel and DC. DC for 3 years and Marvel for like 1 year. I'm going to table that to the side. Des, we were talking earlier and you mentioned that you were able to read this on the DC Ultra app.
True.
There was a leak of this last week where the whole thing came out on the DC Ultra app a week early, and then they took it down. Because of that, people are speculating, and unfortunately DC has not disproven this, that DC did it on purpose as a sabotage job. So that way, this could be proof of concept that Milestone isn't going to be productive on its own. It can't sell out on its own. So DC will be able to lowball them to buy the rights back, in particular to get Static. I personally don't believe that. I don't believe that. I think an asshole fucked up. I think an intern that was supposed to do day and date, got the dates mixed up, put it up, realized it and said, oh shit, take it back.
Question. Has that ever happened before with the DC Infinite app?
Not of a book of this size.
What you mean, like a leak, though?
So it was on DC Ultra Infinite the week before it was supposed to come out. Like it came out, whatever, the 24th or whatever.
It's the same as you get an early year issue at the comic book shop and you buy it sometimes you won't even notice. Like you said before,
I will say,
Um,
yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, bro.
yeah, just depending on how long it was up or whatever, you know.
It was
Um,
up long
Yeah,
enough for
but
people to pirate the shit out of it.
y'all say, but once it's up, people will scan it and then put that onto pirated websites,
Yeah.
which then people won't read it because it's like I either read it on the app or I'm reading it on this pirate website. Why would I spend money on it?
No,
Yeah.
but I don't feel as though that would be the reason why they decided to put it on there like the week after or like during the actual release. So a lot of the
Well, the release though, that was planned. They've been doing this a lot. Like they do this for the
okay, yeah,
cultural books. Like
yes,
this
yeah,
week, it was supposed to come out on DC Ultra this week. That's good. Coming out a week before, I didn't like that. I wish DC said something about it, be like, we messed up, because they're just leaving it up to people on the internet talking. They look kind of guilty, even though I really feel like they're
Mm.
not. But saying nothing does not help your case. I just
yeah,
want to
man.
put that out there.
I didn't even know that though.
Yeah.
I'm glad
That
I
being
didn't.
said, yeah.
Like, not that I don't give a fuck though. I mean, it was cool. Like, and I'm not even like a milestone person, so just being able to see this shit, don't pirate shit in the story. I'm
Yeah.
like, you know,
Yeah. This was a great issue. And I'll be honest, I was going to buy it regardless. Like, you know what I mean? I see Static on the cover, I see Icon on the cover, I see Hardware. I'm like, oh, I'm going to get this. I thought this was going to be a cool little anthology story. Totally not. It was a cohesive story about where the milestone characters have been in the proper DC universe. Long story short, it was a billionaire demon oligarch named Lex Luthor, if you guys are familiar with him.
Mm.
I'm familiar with his hatred.
He's
Yeah.
got hatred, all right. Listen, when he was
So much
president,
hatred that made him bald.
yes, quite literally.
Nah, I got the opposite effect going on here.
Um,
Hate
Rocket,
makes you stronger.
Rocket's son is fighting somebody. He's got time powers. I'm giving you a super distilled version, and it's making everyone go in and out of time. He's stuck in a period of time right before he's conceived or whatever. And you find out that the reason Static hasn't been around is because there was an incident, hence the Dakota incident title, where where the superheroes of the city basically had to fight the government. It's because of some chicanery that happened with Hardware's villain. He had a whole bunch of bullshit and data, blah, 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 blah. Government comes down, they fight the government. Lex Luthor was like, all right, I'm shutting all this shit down right now. He does it by blackmailing them and saying, essentially telling them, I know all of your secret identities. I know where you live. Static, Virgil, I know where your dad's fucking community center is. You want to keep this up? And Static's like, no, sir. You got it. No mas. So he stops being a superhero for about 10 years. He goes straight to his studies and leaves all that shit alone. That's the long and short of it. I'm super simplifying it so that way you get the bare bones notes of it, but it's great. It makes you think about how the government can fuck you over. And on top of that, as a paranoid black man myself, kind of some confirmation bias about why they're watching and how they're watching you, even though you're doing good by your community. By the end of the issue, Rocket's son confronts Static because he's, back in time. And he's like, yo, Virgil, Uncle Virgil, like, we need you to get back in the field. And he's like, oh, what are you talking about? He's like, stop being a hoe, bro. Like, get back out there. We need you to save us. Stop it. And by the end of the issue, we saw our Virgil all grown up, looking like he's about to be Static again. Great art.
Yeah.
As I was flipping through, I saw that it was talking about Axe. It was that all just for this issue, or is this going to be more issues of the Dakota incident?
All right, let's talk about that.
Oh no.
So every year, DC does the cultural book for blacks. It was DC Power. Yeah, for real. DC Power, DC Represent, where it's like anthologies, little stories, or things that can build to something else. I will say, as a person that has bought all these issues I mean, for God knows how long, for at least 5 years. They end up not leading to anything.
They could just give us books, you know, like just make it ongoing. Yeah, it's
I feel like, yeah, they could give us books and give it ongoings for sure, but niggas have to pre-order and buy the books.
Yeah.
You know, you have to show interest in the books. This is why I brought up the whole thing with the conversation of like DC doesn't have an ongoing black character. And you can point to some other characters
But
that
wait, I
have.
thought Mr. Terrific was
It's not
ongoing right
ongoing.
now.
It's not ongoing. It's a limited
Mr.
series.
Egg is black.
Mr. Terrific is 100% black. What are you talking?
Really?
Are you
Bro,
trolling?
what?
You're trolling. You're trolling. You're trolling. Okay. Yeah, no, but for real, Mr. Terrific is not an ongoing. It's a miniseries. Black Lightning was a miniseries. This new Steelworks book was a miniseries. I bought all those books.
A steel
Yeah.
one. That's what's up.
Still had a book, and it was cool. It was fine. Mr. Terrific, pretty good. I maybe someone just doesn't want to pick it up. That's cool. Black Lightning, not the greatest. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But
there was a TV show.
There was a TV show.
W1 probably, yeah.
But the current one they just released was cool. It was not really the greatest, like I said. That being said, though, this book, if people show enough interest in this, I'm hoping that it spurs up DC to maybe have the Dakotaverse just be in the DC universe. Maybe Milestone and DC can work on something so they can have their books interact with each other a little bit more. We tried Milestone Returns and niggas didn't buy it enough. I know because I bought all the books and they were usually left on the stands.
Damn.
Static Shock was in the top 10 for a while. After that book ended, I never saw Hardware touch anything. I never saw Icon Rocket. I never saw Blood Syndicate touch top 10. Like, you can't keep blaming DC if niggas ain't buying the books.
Well, and that also ties directly into what we just spoke about with the, okay, well now what about the censorship and like what did they do? Get an ongoing for, you know, Black Superhero. Whenever it's time to make a media for it, what is that going to look like? Who gets liberty of how much say so they can show or whatever?
Oh yeah, no, that shit not coming out. What? If they get censorship over it, that's what they might make Jon Stewart first. So what's going to happen is first they're going to make Jon Stewart light skin.
Shout out Aaron Pierre.
Change his name.
I didn't mean that. I didn't mean to tie that in there like that. Yeah.
Yo, they made Jon Stewart light skin.
Our light skinned green-eyed king. Let's go.
Yo, that's actually crazy. They gentrified Jon Stewart. And don't get me wrong, and Aaron Pierre is an amazing actor. He's great at what he does. He kind of looks like not a real person, but he's a really, really talented actor and very good at action stuff.
Yeah.
Not going to take that away from him.
Just so happens to be very light-skinned.
He is very light-skinned, yes. He is quite light-skinned. He is almost mustard colored. He is quite yellow, yes. He would be in the house with everybody else.
I can't wait to see him. I can't wait to see him in Green Lantern.
I can't either. However, you know, Idris Elba's right there. But either way, cool. I'm here for it. But yeah, they gentrified Jon Stewart. The point I was making is that they're gonna make him Caucasian at some point, and they're gonna introduce T'Challa's white son, who will be played by Ryan Gosling.
That book has been delayed, by the way. The World of Color.
Yeah, I'm sure it has.
Yeah. So I want to say this real quick before I forget. Listen, I'm going to preach you here for a second. Guys, go buy the book. First off, it's a very quality book. We're here now, so I know you didn't pre-order it. Cool, I get it. That's just not in your habits. If you are inclined to see these characters, this is a great showing of them, and I think they could really work in this universe in this way. Go buy the book. In my comic shops that I frequent, they were sold out. which
There's a
means
lot
someone's excited for them.
on Threads. There's a lot of people showing that they had their copy. So
Yes. You know,
shout out to that. That made more sense now that you were saying that it got leaked. So even more reason to like, hey, I actually got it or whatever,
yeah, yeah.
Mm.
Listen, I already don't like people who pirate my favorite books, but I get it. If you don't have the money, no, if you don't have the money, you don't have the money, cool, whatever. But if you have the disposable income and you support these characters and you really truly do want diversity, I think this would be a great way to just put a drop in the bucket and help people out, help out the movement, help out the cause. I want to see characters look like me and my son and my daughter on the page. That's it.
Yeah.
big facts.
All right. Now, let's talk about our favorite white woman.
My favorite
That's facts though,
Amazon
for
white
real.
one. Yeah, I can't think of one better.
Sure.
I can't think of one better.
She's my favorite white woman, for sure.
Yep.
Ain't no shame in that. Absolute Wonder Woman, issue number 17. Just another
Boy,
great
howdy.
issue. Just another great issue. What are we doing here? I'm lying. My favorite white woman might be Kelly Thompson because she wrote this book.
Hey, she channeling herself.
How'd you guys feel about this issue, y'all?
I wish I could have read it. It wasn't on the Ultra.
Oh, fuck yeah. I'm sorry, bro.
I
Yeah.
thought this issue was great.
Damn.
And I'm a little there is one thing I have to ask you about that I was unsure about.
Yeah.
Towards the end of the issue, they kept mentioning him, a person.
Mm-hmm.
But then the thing that we got at the end was a demon. And what was that the thing they were mentioning?
It has to be. I'm assuming it is.
Suicide Squad
Okay.
people.
Yeah.
I'm a little
let's
yeah,
talk about the
I'll
sequence
go
of
back
this.
to the beginning. Yeah.
Diana is getting fucked over by the Suicide Squad. Zatanna ran up and stole her magic. Walking in a trap, took over her trap. But she's doing this for a purpose. Zatanna is a smart little lady who wanted to take over her power so she could free herself. She got the parasite that's in her body that was going to explode if Victoria Kale decided
Giovanni.
to.
It's Giovanni.
She got it out of her body. Pause. And she used Wonder Woman's powers to teleport away. She said, "All right, I got what I needed. Catch you later, bitch." And that really put a crawl in Victoria Kale's. Oh, by the way, for those of you guys who forgot, Victoria Kale is one of the billionaire demon oligarchs that is running the world and has a thing for Diana, really trying to take her down. That's why all this has happened. That's why she assumed the role of the director of the Suicide Squad. That's why she's collected a whole bunch of human beings to torture and make weapons for or out of.
Yeah.
Real wicked shit. But this, that is the wrong thing here.
I'm about to say that's that Martian. That was tied. I'm about to say that shit tying in.
Oh, it's gonna
Not
tie
yet.
in soon. It's coming soon.
I was about to say that was been crazy.
So I do want to say Diana gets her powers back. Really great, really triumphant. Look at do you see the W by the way?
She
That's
proceeds
my
to
milk.
put
I beg your pardon.
belt
Yo.
crazy. Crazy. That was a crazy statement. That's
insanity. Hey man, whatever you need to get that calcium, bro.
Hey.
Teach their own. I'm not shaming you. I'm not Dr. Umar.
There's vitamin D in milk too.
Vitamin D, calcium,
I'm
all
trying
the
to put
above.
the vitamin D in milk.
Okay. So we're gonna talk about how this is a knockdown, drag out fight between Giganta and Wonder Woman. I thought this was paneled really well. I thought it was so cool. I also love the fact that
I'm getting thrashed.
She is definitely getting thrashed.
That kind of.
Wonder Woman. No, she's getting until Wonder Woman.
And this particular
Yeah. No, I'm saying because she grabs her foot. You ever been trying to do something and somebody grab you and stop all your motion?
Oh yeah.
I mean she still punched her down, yeah. You know, she just regained her footing, I guess, in this sense.
there was a lot of stuff going on here. Giganta's pride. She doesn't want anyone to help her, but like, shut up, bitch. Like, this is Wonder Woman. You really need some help. Eventually, Wonder Woman, being the crafty woman she is, actually uses her magic to make herself bigger. She does it twice, and the final result is they are fucking huge. It's like two kaijus in the middle of the goddamn city.
Yeah.
She
Two
was
white women
already-
kaijus. One's a ginger.
W to gingers. Apparently they're black now. Yeah.
Kelly
Big black
Thompson.
Thompson.
Kelly
Yo.
Thompson, man.
Yo, for sure.
So
I didn't make that
think,
deal up.
DubDub.
yeah. So I think my favorite part of that fight is that the only difference in power was the fact that Giganta was bigger, and then when they were the same size, she proceeded to rock her shit.
Yo,
Oh,
she
yeah.
literally put her to sleep and say, just go to
Yeah.
sleep. Just go to
Yeah.
sleep. And she goes to sleep. No, she does not win after this. She goes to sleep. The problem after all this, though, is Victoria Kale summoned some dude or whatever that apparently was such a problem that she
Despero?
was second guessing. No.
Nah, I guess.
This is our introduction to this character. She stabs the fuck out of Cheetah.
Mm. And it wasn't the little romance girl.
No.
Nah,
Whoever
we don't know who it is.
we see, the thing we get at the end is this. This is the final page reveal. I don't know who the fuck this is.
Yeah.
Oh, but wait, wasn't there Absolute Wonder Woman cover where the where the skeleton is basically in Diana's like body outline. So maybe this has something to do with her and some more magic shit because he keeps spamming shit. You know what I'm saying? What happened to getting diddled with Zatanna and you still spamming magic? Diana, can we have a conversation?
Diana, we got a problem.
We gotta put you to the side.
I couldn't tell you who the mainline version of this person is, though. I don't know who this is.
I don't know who it is either, but we're gonna find out. What if this is the Hellblazer? What if this is John Constantine?
I was just about to say that. When I kept seeing him, I'm like, all right, maybe it's Constantine because it's him and Zatanna are like normally the 1-2 punch of like magic and shit.
Yeah.
So I thought that was Constantine, or maybe it's Etrigan.
Could be. I don't know. I'm intrigued. Absolute keeps zigging where I'm expecting him to zag. So I'm sure Kelly Thompson is cooking something great.
Yes.
And shout out Hayden Sherman for another beautifully issued. Come on, the paneling is insane. That panel where she comes through like chest out with the literally in the W facing her two enemies. Cinema.
DubDub.
DubDub. And then proceed to put belt to ass for 5.5 minutes.
B2A. She's just putting belt to ass. Great issue.
Yeah, slowly gentrifying John Stewart. So hard cut.
Hard cut. Let's talk about more gingers.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, this is a crazy sequence. Crazy.
Absolute Martian Manhunter.
It's DubDub upside down.
It is. That's why
it is.
That's how I mistakenly picked the wrong picture for a second.
Damn.
Listen, this book was so fucking good. Dennis Camp is a god. What is he doing? What is he smoking? I need to puff it.
That Martian pack.
Clearly, the Martian that we were introduced to in the last issue is still just yucking it up with John. John is trying to find his green Martian friend, and he's around the whole time, and he's just whispering a whole bunch of sweet kill yourselves into his ear.
Sweet kill yourselves.
He literally
right.
At one period of time,
That's
he
exactly
literally encourages him to unalive himself.
Yes, just driving in traffic. You'll be okay.
Insane. While he's looking for, the Green Martian, he comes across all those people. It's a great tie back to what the Martian was doing when he wasn't with John. Remember, he was in someone's fantasy about having sex. He was in someone else's head while they were drinking, blah, blah, blah. And we're just retracing all of these steps. While he's doing that, the actual Martian is getting experimented on, literally torn apart from the inside, and having these
Operation.
It's nuts, bro. It's insane. They take his insides and they literally snort it.
Yeah, they literally off him.
They packed him out in a blow. Okay.
Experience of super compressed quantum geometry, 10 trillion interpretations of Bob. What?
And mind you, this isn't real. It's real, but it's not real at the same time. Like, this is happening on the psychic plane.
It's really affecting him. They're getting high off of his body, off of his innards. So,
all right.
And by the way, and the Martian has to be alive for all this. They specifically say that he's alive. This is a vivisection, not an autopsy, because he is alive. So he's feeling all this in the worst way possible. After that, you know, he's running around trying to find the Martian, but he has an appointment with his family counselor. And it's kind of an ambush, I'm not going to lie to you. Remember when he finally admitted to his wife that, like, yeah, I got a Martian in my head and all this stuff is happening. I've been kind of wacky because, like, I'm hearing the Martian. And the wife's like, okay. My husband's crazy. We have to confront him.
I mean, she did the right thing.
Yeah, she did the right thing. And she does the right thing in every situation but this one.
Yes. Yeah.
And we find out that, like, maybe she wasn't doing the right thing all by herself. Maybe someone has been in her ear. Long story short, we find out more about John. The reason he even came over to Middleton or Middleburg, whatever, is because he was disgraced when he was in DC. He engaged in some bribery and some shenanigans that he shouldn't have been doing. And to save face for the CIA, they said, we're transferring you. And he never told his wife. That has been the thing that's been eating him up and having him, at least contributing to him being so distant before all this mess even started.
Yeah. Can I pause you real quick?
Yeah.
Look how beautiful this goddamn panel is. Because I just realized the bottom half is his face and the top half is that crazy ass Martian that has now accosted his brain.
Yeah.
It's like, I didn't even catch that at first.
And notice how the Martian gets more and more aggressive as the issue goes on. Like, first he's kind of like a little bit of annoying, then he's a jerk, then he's full on just supplanting images and stuff from his brain and telling him, oh, you're a sack of shit. Wow.
Specifically how mayors go through it.
Yeah.
But I think this is a great visual representation of how depression works and what depression does to your mind and how that can just accumulate over time. And then that small little voice in your head that tells you ain't shit and you ain't worth it gets louder and louder and louder. And the only way to silence that voice is by silencing yourself.
And eventually it gets so loud that it's written all over your face.
Yeah.
Like this panel. They're concerned because for his job, which is a high-stress job, he has to carry a gun. And it's insinuated that his wife thinks that he's going to harm their son, which is why they didn't bring him in the room for the family therapy. Which is sad, but like a fair thing to be afraid of.
Yeah.
But that in turn makes him crash the fuck out. Yoke her up real quick and then run out of the room.
Shit.
Despero vision.
Yeah.
But this is where the biggest twist is, to me anyway. We've been leading to this since issue 6, where we find out that Tyler has been infected with the White Martian. He finally runs out to go see his son, and boom, he still has the Martian vision. He can see the White Martian's in my son. Holy fucking shit. I've been looking for him up, down, left, and right, and he's been right under my nose. And all of this, or at least partially, has been orchestrated by the fact that the White Martian doesn't want me to make contact with him. So that might be the reason why his wife is acting a little bit more aggressively in regards to therapy than she would have in the past. Remember, there's a panel where he says, this isn't like you. Like, you wouldn't be this direct. And she was like, you left me no choice, which is like, maybe someone else kind of pushed you this decision you don't even know. Maybe someone's messing with your mind. And it looks like, no, someone's definitely messing with your mind. It's the goddamn White Martian.
Damn,
Just coming out of every orifice on his face.
And she's breathing it all in. She's with her son every day. But that's not even it, because it looks like the people that are working with the government, they're coming. They're coming for John while he's in his little shitty motel or whatever. And things are about to go left. We got 3 issues, dog, and shit is about to go down. Oh my God, I love this issue. I love this series.
So the Despero Vision Martian also makes mention of something that says that, like, John is like an avatar for it. Like, there's a reason John was in the coffee shop that day. Like, there's a reason that the Green Martian targeted him, and now this Martian is targeting him as well. And it makes sense why, because the government people also mentioned too, they mentioned there's a CIA dude who was CIA, who now works for the FBI, that we have to go find because he's the missing piece to the Green Martian.
Yeah,
so
man,
even them mentioning, like, huh?
No, I was just saying, Despero said, you're perfect. You're perfect.
Yeah.
And like you said, I did skim over that. It's insinuated that the Green Martian kind of led him over there so that explosion can happen in front of him so he could attach himself to John Jones. And all things considered, he probably was right. Yeah. I think the Martian going to everyone's brain kind of makes them a little insane because they're experiencing too much. And John has been able to handle this while having a high stress job at the same time for a long period of time.
Again, sensory overload. He said that's life.
High stress life.
Yeah. I think my question is too, is like, in mainline DC, is there any precedent for the black and green Martian?
I don't know. I don't want to lie to you. I don't know. I haven't read that much Martian Manhunter. I don't know.
Because I know, like, the only Martians that I know of off the top of my head is the white Martian and the green Martian, because they had a war because colorism.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't want to lie to you, dog. This is my definitive version of the Martian Manhunter, which is crazy because it's only been around for like 7 months.
Damn, it's not a year yet? I guess not.
It might be a year. No, they took a break for a month, so it's probably 10 to 11 months.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Love this
all
issue.
in all, though, like, Dennis Camp is cooking. And the fact that I want to see what else he's doing. Like, I want to know what's the thing that pulled him away from this book, because between Martian Manhunter and Wonder Woman, their paneling is doing revolutionary things. Like, they're doing things I haven't seen in comics.
Well, we got to give it to Javi Fernandez, is the artist. The artist, Javier Fernandez, he's going insane. He's always been this good, but combined with the incredible storytelling, it really pops for me. I'm sure it pops for everyone else too. This book has been very successful.
Yeah. So I'm excited to see what he's going to do after, because it's another absolute title.
Well, we don't know that.
They haven't said what.
We don't know that.
It's gotta be. Oh fuck! I hope so.
I mean, I hope so too.
All right. Can I pose y'all a question real quick, right? And then we'll get into recommendations, right?
By the way, it's Javier Rodriguez, not Javier Fernandez. I apologize, sir.
Gotcha.
Javier Rodriguez.
What absolute book would y'all want to see?
Animated?
No. I mean, like, what out of the ones that we gotten already, what DC hero would you want to see get an absolute book?
You know what I would like to see.
You already know mine. So. My boy Arthur. My boy
Aquaman,
Hell yeah. That would be so clutch right now.
Yeah. You know who I would like to see? I would like to see Absolute Cyborg.
Oh, that would be fire too.
I'd like to see
that's a good one. And
That's a really
that
good
could
one.
fix the thing with the DC with the black
No,
ongoing.
niggas
There
wouldn't be
you
happy
go.
with that. We do have an ongoing with a black woman, but it's not mainline. Absolutely,
Yeah.
Lantern is a black woman, but
Yeah. Oh yeah, we
yeah.
do. Damn.
I love
I
that
got
book.
all.
I have no problem with that, but I'm in love with that book. So
Yeah.
I've,
I need to go back and reread it. I fell off after a
Yeah,
while.
yeah, yeah. We gotta do
Yeah,
a
we gotta do
recap.
a big recap.
Yeah,
and the
The hero
Flash.
I oh yeah,
that
for
book is good
sure.
too. That book's so good. I
Yeah.
love the Absolute Line. I really love every single book. It's
Every
insane.
book is a banger. The hero I would want to see is Constantine.
Yeah,
But I
you're
would
right.
want them to
Ooh,
flip Constantine's personality instead of him being an asshole. He's like really, really nice all the time.
Huh.
I like
Yeah,
that.
but he's like evil.
Toxic
I like
positivity.
toxic
Yeah.
masculinity. Yeah, toxic positivity.
Yeah, toxic positivity. Yeah, I would definitely want to see Constantine.
That is
Hmm.
a good thing. I wish we could talk more. We've been yapping for like an hour. I don't
Yeah.
want this episode to be too long. We should talk about that one of these days. Just what type of books we'd like and our ideas for it. But
Mm.
that concludes what we would be talking about. Let's talk about recommendations. What do you guys recommend this week?
Recommendations. I recommend JJK Cinema. Peak cinema, so much so that I was watching it with someone who does not watch JJK, who was deeply enthralled by it. And then when Yuji came on the screen, she was like, "What the is this JJK? What have I been watching?" Yes, it's so good, and it goes a level beyond like regular cinematicness with anime that we normally see. Like it the first half of that episode looks like an anime movie.
Yeah.
And that's like JJK is on a generational run, and I think it's changing the way that I look at shonen at least, because now I'm
Mm.
no longer looking for punchy punchy fight stab stab. I'm looking for like, all right, what is
Wow,
the
now?
actual I mean not now, but like
Yeah,
in
yeah,
new
yeah, yeah,
shonen,
yeah,
right? In new
yeah,
shonen, I
yeah.
don't expect that. In new shonen, I don't expect depth of story. But with JJK, it's like the first half of the episode is just backstory, and I'm captivated by it.
Yeah. My
So JJK.
recommendation. Well, first I want to see Scream 7. That's somewhere in the anime manga and somewhere in between, but Scream 7 now. Hopefully, my boy Stu is in it in some capacity. I know that's fan service. I don't care. Um,
Okay.
yeah, my recommendation is going to be Fire Force because yeah, after this Tamaki episode, which we'll have some thoughts about, as we always do with the Tamaki of it all. And she had to have had a payoff. We're going to see how it's animated,
There she go.
and
There she
everyone deserved their thing, man. Maki and her deserved they. And first off, and then the fact that it's assault because that nigga's brain was leaking on the ground, fam. Y'all heard that was the thing that happened in Fire Force.
Boom,
You
boom.
did.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I definitely
So,
did. Zip.
so yeah. After that, we get This is gonna be the Arthur versus Dragon. I need it to be 2 episodes, like you said, Phil. I
It's
need
gonna be crazy.
all of that.
Leap
Yep.
stankin', nigga. What the fuck you thinking, nigga? Bah! Listen, I adored this book. Adored it. This was an incredible issue. Everything's coming to a head. We have 3 issues left, and Dennis Camp is cooking with goddamn gasoline. But I gotta cheat.
Absolute Maybach music.
Absolute Maybach music. Absolute milestone music. Guys, go get this issue. If you can still see it in your comic shops, go ahead and buy it. Prove to your comic book shop that you are interested in this. You want black representation like I do, get it off the shelves, okay? People will reorder it. I will buy a second printing of it if it comes up that this gets bought out at the distributor level and all that. You do the same. If you have the spare money, go and get this book. First off, it's actually good. I'm not just saying it just so you get it. Second off, it can lead to so many more good things that you may want. Everyone keeps saying we're static, we're static, we're static. Nate, I'm talking to you right here.
Nate, I'm talking to
DC
you.
Ultra too. If you have
Oh, Marvel's trying to trip us up. We're talking about DC too much. They froze Digger. They froze Digger. They froze my nigga.
Oh no.
dang,
Go ahead, bro. Go
I
ahead,
was saying
bro.
with the DC Ultra at that and Shonen are
Yo,
my
the
best
Marvel snipers.
subscriptions.
The Marvel
Those are
snipers.
those are the ones I look forward to most. Am I still off?
No, you're good. You're good. You're good.
Nah,
Yes,
Okay,
you're good,
okay.
you're good, you're
DC
good.
Ultra Infinite has been one of the best things that's happened in DC. It's let a whole bunch of people see that on the first page of their screen when they open up the app. And I think it's great. Go read the book, show support for the book. If you can, don't pirate it because that
No,
doesn't
there was
help
a
anybody.
panel in there that I'm surprised you didn't have on there where like everything was upside down because I
Oh,
got
yeah.
as I was skimming through the things I was giving him a nickname and I called him Gambit Gambit nigga, right? So,
That's what
yeah,
we do here at Dots and Lines.
That's what we
That's what we
do.
do.
Gambit nigga.
Gambit, nigga.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. You guys, you'll enjoy the book. I sincerely suggest it. Okay, that was another grand episode of Dots and Lines. Please like, share, subscribe, read a book, and be nice
Please
to each
read.
other.
Nuke the field.
Okay, bye. Gambit niggas so nuts.
You know